Ground your ideas before sharing them out into the world. Practical planning, calm conversations, mindful, intentional communication. That is what Taurus brings to us. So before, when anything hits the 29th degree of a sign, it's going to test you. How much did you learn of that sign? It's a test. Welcome to the Story of Spirit podcast, where practical spirituality meets real life. Hi, I'm your host, She Tells Story. I'm a psychic medium, grief support counselor, professional astrologer, and a human design reader, and of course, a law of attraction master coach. With my unique blend of spiritual and practical tools, I am here to help you align with your soul-led purpose and ignite a life that sets your soul on fire. In this podcast, we are going to explore the principles of energy, astrology, spirituality, and psychology to help you heal your grief and create an aligned life and business from the inside out. Whether you are looking to deepen your intuition, understand your cosmic design, or transform your business, this podcast is for you. Join me each week for insightful discussions, practical tips, and inspiring stories that will guide you on your journey to living your very best life. Don't forget to subscribe and follow us on Instagram at She Tells Story or wherever you listen to this podcast. Let's dive in and start this transformative journey together. Welcome to the Story of Spirit podcast. Welcome to the Astro Forecast for the week of May 5th through to the 11th of 2025. So we start out this week on a second quarter phase of the moon in Leo. This is going to add a little bit of fire. You're just going to notice that you might be a little bit more sensitive this week to where you are not being acknowledged for the work that you're doing, or where you are leading with your heart, which is not a bad thing, right? Not a bad thing to lead with your heart, but then notice where others are not leading with their heart or where they are taking advantage of your beautiful heart. So just notice that this week. We start out on Monday, May 5th with Mercury in Aries, fiery, outspoken Aries, now sextile to Jupiter in Gemini. This is a beautiful aspect for bold ideas, expansive conversations, easy flowing today. You may feel especially optimistic, expressive, and ready to take the leap in communication or learning. This is a great time to share your truth, pitch an idea, start off a meaningful conversation, launch something if you're in launch. This is a time now to sort of put something new out into the world or talk about your ideas or be really creative. This energy of Gemini also great for research or looking deeper into things or understanding or learning about new things. So if you're taking a course and you're finding yourself a little behind, today is a good day to get caught up. And then on Tuesday, May 6th, we have Venus in Aries is sextile to Pluto retrograde in Aquarius. So Venus sextile to Pluto is a deep energy of excavating depth in conversations, in relationships. It's getting to the heart of the matter. Now, sextile isn't like it's a 60-degree angle. It's a great harmonious energy. So these two things are playing well together. Venus is what we love and value, beauty, aesthetic, money, and Pluto is death, rebirth, and transformation. In Aquarius is about elevating ideals, moving things to the next echelon of innovation, of understanding within our own world. So this energy is a potent day for emotional depth in love and relationships. You may uncover deep truths or feel empowered to transform a relationship dynamic. This energy is really good for clearing out the clutter. Clearing out your house, spring cleaning this, getting rid of things that are no longer working in your home. Great energy for that. Really great for empowered love, keeping things authentic within yourself. Be careful where you feel like possessive or intense about things. Pluto can bring intensity, possessive jealousy about things. So notice where you're ready to release that out of your life and noticing where you have the energy of jealousy, because jealousy means that you don't really feel like you can have that for yourself. And that's pish posh, my friends, like pish posh. That is not true. You can have anything you desire. You get to know that that's possible for you. This person that you are feeling jealous of or situation you're feeling jealous of is showing you what's possible in the world. And you say, thank you for showing me what's possible. I'm ready for my turn now. That's it. And it's not like that. It's not that person. It's not what they have. It's having it in your own way. You're just noticing what's coming up from your heart as a desire, and where it's getting caught is your mind is saying that's not allowed to you for you. And that's BS. Wherever you heard that, wherever you learned that, you can go and burn that, figuratively, not actually. Please don't burn anything down. Just burn it in your mind with like, that is not truth for you. Where did you learn that? And you need to heal the root of that. And then there's not another real major aspect until Saturday. But as I was looking at my handy dandy calendar, Astro calendar, I noticed that Thursday, the 8th, we have a few oppositions to the moon. Those are very fast transits, but it can make for a day where we feel a little bit off with our energy, where we're just not reading the cues right, or we're feeling like just it's kind of a good day to just notice how you feel and give yourself some grace, and maybe get a little ice cream for yourself if that doesn't hurt your stomach. Like, just be kind to yourself on Thursday. Always be kind to yourself, but you might need a little bit more kindness with yourself on Thursday. And then Saturday is the last aspect of the week here as I look. It is Mercury moving into Taurus. So Mercury moving from a fire sign, which is Aries, which is hot and passionate and intense. On Friday, Mercury is going to be on the last degree of Aries, 29 degrees. So on Friday, you might have the urge to go tell people off, right? If you're feeling like you want to leave your job, you might not, I'm just going to say don't do anything big, drastic, make any big moves on the 9th, because the 9th might feel like this fire coming, this Mercury. You want to move, you want to tell people off, you want to give Linda a piece of your mind. And I'm going to say, it's probably not going to work out well for you, because it's very impulsive, erratic energy. So don't do anything big on the 9th. If you're still feeling like you want to do it on the Monday, Monday is the full moon, so you might want to do it then. but just be careful you're not shooting off your bazoo, on Friday. And then on the Saturday the 10th, Mercury moves into Taurus. Taurus is a grounded earth, fixed energy. Think of like an oak tree, right? Very stable, very solid. It is last the test of time. And so as you're moving into Taurus, you're wanting to talk about things that are going to last. Communication slows down, becomes more deliberate. It's time to speak about purpose and clarity. Ground your ideas before sharing them out into the world. Practical planning, calm conversations, mindful, intentional communication. That is what Taurus brings to us. So before, when anything hits the 29th degree of a sign, it's going to test you. How much did you learn of that sign? It's a test. And the test in Aries is, can you be grounded and thoughtful with what you want and knowing the outcome you desire? Always thinking of the outcome you desire. If telling Linda off really does not lend itself to the outcomes you desire in your work sphere and the things you want to achieve for yourself, then it probably not in alignment with your true self. There's an angry part of you that needs to heal with that. And I promise you, it's not Linda. Telling her off is not going to heal that piece underneath. It might feel really good in the moment, but afterwards, we've all had our Lindas in our lives where we've told them what's what. I myself have had that moment. And later on, I did regret it, because I realized that's not who I am. That's not my ethic. That's not aligning with what I really live in life. So yeah, did it feel good in the moment? It sure did. And I paid the price later. So, and then it does worth mentioning that on Sunday, May 11th, here in the Northern Hemisphere, I guess in the Western world, in Canada and the US, we celebrate Mother's Day. So if this is Monday, you're listening to me on Monday, get yourself something, get your mom something for Mother's Day. Don't forget. And if you're celebrating your mom in spirit, sending you lots of love. And if you're dealing with a difficult mom, or a mom that you no longer speak with or are estranged from, I'm sending you so much love too. It is a dynamic day. And it is also a moon square Mars day. So it's a day where there can be a lot of energy coming up that is, I'm going to say, maybe frustrating, or feelings like you're not being acknowledged, energy not going your way. There's kind of this cross purposes of your emotion and your ego coming up here. So egos can be a little bruised today. So especially in the afternoon. So if you're spending afternoon brunch with your mama, just bring a lot of patience along with you, or maybe meditate before you go, because sometimes things can come up that you're just like, And if you have a wonderful relationship with your mom, this can still feel like some frustration things coming in there too. So just give yourself some extra breathing room on Mother's Day if you celebrate it wherever you are in the world. And if you don't, it's another day. Still, the frustration can come up for you. But events like Mother's Day can bring things a little bit more to the surface for you to see it and to recognize the theme that might go along with it. So, celebrating you this week as you stay grounded, as you stay conscious in what comes out of your mouth. Stop, observe, discern, and act. SODA, right? That's the acronym. Stop, observe, discern, and then act. We're not being impulsive with the end of this energy of Aries coming in for Mercury, which is our speaking, literally our mouth, saying the things that we were wanting to say. So maybe write that in a letter and then burn the letter, right? It is for you. It is for no one else. Sending you lots of love this week. Bye. Thank you for joining me on this episode of the Story of Spirit podcast. I hope you have found inspiration, support, and practical insights to help you align with your soul-led purpose and live a life that sets your soul on fire. If you have enjoyed today's episode, please subscribe to the podcast, leave a review, and share it with a friend. Your support helps us to reach more listeners and continues to provide valuable content. I sincerely appreciate every share, and I know it is how most people find me. It is because caring people like you have shared me with them at the right and perfect time. For more resources, insights, and to connect with our community, please visit us at www.shetellstory.com and follow us on Instagram at shetellstory. Remember, your journey to a more aligned and vibrant life is just the beginning, and I am here to support you every step of the way. Until next time, stay aligned, stay inspired, and keep shining your beautiful light. This is Shetell Story, signing off from the Story of Spirit podcast. Here's the legalese it's required by our lawyers. This podcast and the YouTube channel represents the opinions of Shetell Story and her guests to the show. The content should not be taken as medical, psychological, or financial advice. This series is informational and entertainment purposes only. Because each person is so unique, please consult your healthcare professional, your mental health dream team, your financial advisor, or anyone else that's an expert in the field in where you are thinking of making big choices in your life.